I want to read to you. I want to read to you a little bit of what she says when she has her first crush. She's sitting in her classroom. She's doing her social studies homework and not enjoying it at all. And this boy Paul walks in, and she says in her diary, "I'm in love. I thought I would fall in love when I was much older, maybe 15 or 16." And then she explains, I can't concentrate. My pulse started to race. I felt excited, like I had a big secret. Our eyes locked. And by looking at him made me feel all fluttery inside. And then in the book, it goes on and off about Paul and her love for him. Would you guess that Paul responds eagerly to her love for him? No.
How old is she?
10. Would you guess that Paul may not even be aware of her love for him? But there is one little moment when she gets satisfaction in the 6th grade. I'll leave that for your reading. So also she talks about issues about growing up that are just universal issues. If it's a guy, maybe things you want to know from your dad. And with her case, she wants to ask her mother when she needs to wear a bra. But her mother keeps avoiding her. You know, her mother starts to fidget, and then she'll say she has to make dinner, and she never can get her mother to concentrate on what she needs answered. And so she ends up being quite upset, and she wishes that Mrs. Allen were her mother, because Angela's mother answers everything. In fact, finally she has to get some of her answers from Angela's mother. And so there are many issues that come up in this. Particularly the issue of not divorce, because I didn't want to make it so blatantly clear, say, that a family of divorce, but the family does fight. The parents fight, and she writes in her diary, "Why do grown-ups fight over stupid things? I don't get it. Before you know it, everyone's mood is bad and the day is ruined. Like I remember last summer, we never made it to the lake because Daddy kept yelling at Mother about the dent in the car and telling her she was stupid for parking that way. And I even heard him say, of all the women in the world, I got to marry the most stupid. I think Mommy's smart. It made me feel sick in my head to hear Daddy talk like that. Daddy finally rushed out of the house, took the car, and Mommy went into the bedroom, and I think she was crying. We kids just sat there all droopy in our bathing suits. I was sweating and cold at the same time. It was awful." So she tells it like it is, and yet there's a lot of hope in the book. It's not a depressing book. You know, it really leaves you very elevated. And in the end, she says in one of her little lists, "When I grow up, I'll travel a lot. I won't look away when my kids ask serious, tough questions. I'll answer truthfully. I won't get into silly fights with my husband. I'll have fun with my kids and laugh a lot. I'll remember me." And that's the truth. So, are you beginning to see how the same subjects are interwoven in both books through an entirely different read, entirely different? So, in concluding, before we have some questions, I came full circle with both books as a positive psychologist. I'm right back to the essence of truth in the integration of self. When we come home to the truth for ourselves, we are enchanted selves. We are happy, we have purpose, we have lives of meaning. Whether you prefer the case book or the fictional diary, it doesn't matter. Just make sure you come home to yourself. Okay? No, but it's going.
Okay.
Do you have some questions for me, or? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to.
Oh, okay.
I guess she's asked me if I want to handle, but I think she,
Okay, good.
yeah.
Is there anyone that has any questions, and do you want to know how this book is doing? Well, go ahead.
I want to be a psychologist.
Yes. You want to be a psychologist? Well, then I think you're more than 50% there. I think you're more than 50% there.
Absolutely. Yeah, Ashley.
You're on the road.
Does anybody have an intelligent question?
Dr. Barbara Becker Holstein is a visionary positive psychologist who has married positive psychology concepts with modern-day technology to reach people in ways never attempted before. She is fiercely dedicated to helping people of all ages and all stages of life find purpose and pleasure in being alive and being themselves. She's a best-selling author, award-winning selfie filmmaker, Zoom drama creator, positive psychologist, and podcaster who helps us overcome anxiety and alienation through multiple media channels. More information, including information on her films for young people that have won over 100 awards, websites dedicated specifically to positive psychology and the truth for girls, award-winning books for both young people and adults, a store that offers free gifts, books, films, and a number of free downloads, Zoom films, video podcasts, TED-style talks, a library of articles spanning over 15 years, stage plays, audio podcasts, and even a humorous video series entitled Old Time Radio are available at her website at enchantedself.com.